about this. So, we can start over here. Clara, would you like to introduce yourself? Sure, yeah. So my name is Clara Hernandez, and I'm a grassroots organizer. I started Eco Social Justice, which is a grassroots organization where I self-manage basically in a small-scale basis. So what I do is I do multiple projects for social justice, for environmental justice, just at my own pace, at my own capacity, just doing what I can for the community in the local level and also in El Salvador, where my family's from. So I've done some projects out there, and yeah, so I'm also a member of Peace Fest, which is the committee in solidarity with the people of El Salvador. So I'm here representing them as well, and yeah, I'm excited for this time.
Hello, my name is Manuel Chavez. I'm a member of Morena, Feminist Party, Plaza Palmera. It's the party that's in power in Mexico at the moment and has been so for about 6 years. So yeah, I'm also part of Sinabong, Southeast LA. Distribute food to whoever is hungry and encampments every 2 months. So yeah, just happy to be here. Thank you.
Can we pass it over here to Elias? You with us?
Yeah. Oh, hi, my name is Elias. I use he and pronouns, and I guess I'm a student of 30 National Projects in Latin America. I founded the 30 National Land Reform California Working Group that I guess focuses on how we can glean lessons from these indigenous peasant movements that have arisen not only Bolivia and Ecuador, which are like 30 national states now, but have spread across the regions such as in Guatemala, in southern Peru, and also recently the rejected 30 national constitution in Chile. And so that's kind of my focus and kind of the angle that I'm coming in for this panel. So thank you so much. And I'm calling in from Santa Cruz, Bolivia right now. So yeah, thank you.
So thank you all for being here today. So I'm gonna get started. We're gonna ask you the first question. So we're gonna specifically talk about like extractivism and the use of land in various Latin American countries. I'd also really quickly love to offer an acknowledgement that here we are standing on Tacoma lands, all the way up to the IE, down to the OC, all the way down to Channel Islands, and this is the indigenous people who see this further ado. So a topic of discussion in Latin America is the use of land, either the development or the protection of land and care of it. So I'd like to ask you all, like with your affiliations that we heard a minute ago, what are you all doing about, like, how are you partaking in this conversation? How are you actively working with this issue that you have learned about?
So I went to Humboldt, Capone Humboldt up north. I studied environmental studies and I emphasized an appropriate technology, which is environmental engineering, a new fancy way of saying that. And I'm also minored in Native American studies. So I did take a few classes on Latin America and everything that's going on out there. So I would say that out there, yes. Well, I just want to start before I even get into that. So, yeah, climate change. The climate is changing in Latin America. 2023 is the warmest year on record right now in Latin America. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on. There is, I would say, there is some empowerment for indigenous people to months back, but in the political perspective, it's not happening enough. Any activists trying to fight for it are getting criminalized, incarcerated. I'm going to speak mostly for Central America because that's mostly where my emphasis is, and El Salvador and Guatemala. So I'll be speaking on that. And I mean, yeah. So it's just a common theme all throughout the Americas: land grabs, conservation efforts, where sure they're trying to. You would say that the whole world is paying attention to these climate issues in Latin America. So that's a good thing, but also at the same time, people are trying to step in and take land and say that it's for the environment, to protect the wildlife, to protect the nature by other ways too. But at the same time, it's displacing people. So that's something to look at. And maybe I'll just have to pass it on to you.
Can I actually ask you before that? The last time you were in El Salvador, like, what did you see?
Yeah. So out there, when I was there, I've been there 3 times. The first year, I believe, was 2022, and then 1 year after that. So I was there basically the whole time during his presidency, and what I saw, which is cool because I did see different perspectives. So my dad's side lives in the rural areas, so I got to see cabañas in the rural areas where some of the indigenous communities are. My mom's side is though it's been a little more. Her family's been a little bit more on the wealthier side, a little bit in the city, San Salvador, and then I did get to explore some of the tourism out there as well. So yeah, I mean, I saw lands up for sale. My dad purchased one of these lands by the beach, mostly for families so that we can have a place to go. But I did see that in these tourism areas, that there was mostly, you could say, white people, that there was mostly wealthy people, tourists, and that everyone that was local was the domestic workers. They were trying to sell, they were renting in these areas, and they weren't being, empowered. They weren't being, centered in their own lands. So I saw a lot of that, and I noticed that a lot of the people there, I would just see frowns in their faces, and I didn't see what the media is saying about something that is better, it's good, that it come and check out the country, right? It wasn't what the media is saying that it's better, people are not good. No, I didn't see that. And what I saw was, I didn't see any protests, but I did see activism, like graffiti all around the walls, just like, like education over militarization, things like that. A lot of art that's centers community. And yeah, so that's what I saw.
Thank you for sharing. So we asked you the same question. So between the land conservation and
I would say the current political party, Morena, is taking multiple approaches to that question. In areas that are more underdeveloped economically and historically, I think they're trying to bring more contact to resources, to electricity, roads, stuff like that. Glen Maya, I think, is a good example of that. It's going to go through places that have been economically developed, and they're bringing job opportunities to people there and local. And it's not just like a tourist train; it's mostly made for local people. And you can really travel the entire south through there. Oaxaca has been getting more roads and infrastructure developed that they've been asking for. And on the other side, the conservation over end, Morena has been implementing a great program called Sembrando Vida, has so far reforested about more than 1 million trees and plants. They're also helping people kind of preserve their ejidos, which are a side of a type of commune or cooperative, agricultural cooperative, that people can participate in. And also the forums that they're motivating and they're funding people to be more self-sufficient agriculturally. So they're also making